Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and here are my favorite businesses to grind in GTA Online. You guys really liked the last one I did, so here's an updated version of that one, beginning with the newest business we currently have, being the Garment Factory. There's a lot of cool features to this place, both for money making and vehicle upgrades and much more, and I feel like not enough people appreciate how good this business is, both for money making but just as a property itself. The first awesome feature with it is the bureau tech you can put on the Terabyte. So with the Agents of Sabotage DLC, some new upgrades were added to the Terabyte, and let's just say the Terabyte is easily one of the best, if not the best vehicle in the entire game now. So this is basically the storage home of the Terabyte from now on, and you could put these special bureau tech upgrades on it by pressing red on the D-pad to modify it, and you have a bunch of different options which are pretty pricey, but if you have a lot of money, these are definitely really worth it to do. Getting the collectible scanner is actually going to mark all collectibles you haven't collected yet, so basically you can roam around the map, and if you happen to be near any type of collectible, it is actually going to mark it with a white circle on the map. And if you don't know how to track this, you can actually just go in the interaction menu, and there is actually a place for all of the collectibles, and you can actually track the progress with each one. So I have completed most of them. So if you do like those types of treasure hunts to do in GTA Online, which I feel like a lot of people do, including me, this one is a really cool upgrade. Silent running is basically unlimited off the radar as long as you're sitting still inside of the Terabyte. Missile lock-on jammer is like we have with the money tech inside of the agency, and the master control terminal lets you access all the different businesses you own through one screen. It's basically the same exact thing we have inside of the arcade, just inside of the Terabyte, which is a little better if you ask me. So the bureau tech is one awesome feature with this place. Then of course it does come with a weapon workshop you can use, and of course the actual business, which is the main way of making money. The nice thing is you don't actually have to go into these computers to start them up. Literally the middle left application is actually going to take you into the same exact menu, so you can really just be anywhere on the map, open your phone and start these files up. They're basically like contracts, or you can also compare them to the bounty hunts inside of the bail office. You have 3 regular files which are going to pay about 150k, and 1 priority file which is going to get you double money, and it's going to be a different job every single week, and you can do it once per week. The priority file is very worth it to do. It's only going to take about 20-25 minutes to complete, and there's actually an additional bonus challenge you can complete for an extra 50k on top of the base payout. And of course, if it's going to be a new business, it's going to have a passive income safe, which I absolutely love. I'm not exactly sure what the rate is for this thing. It's not very much, but I do go in here and collect a few $10,000 each time. Nothing too crazy, but it's just a nice little bonus to get every now and then. It also comes with an additional basement garage for completely free. So this place actually doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever. Everything is included in the base price of it, that I believe is about $2.3 million. So you don't have to buy the weapon workshop, you don't have to buy the basement garage. Everything is included, which is awesome. And one really unique feature with this garage is the fast travel option with this blue door right here, and you can fast travel to any metro station around the map. So you can go as far as the very right side of the map, and you can actually go back from each metro station as well. Here we are literally in a completely different place than we were just a second ago. Each of the metro stations are going to have this blue door in it, so you can actually just go straight back to the Garment Factory garage from all of these different places. Overall, the Garment Factory, definitely one of my favorites in the game. Then we have the bail office, which is also a relatively new business in the game. The money making method works kind of similarly to inside of the Garment Factory. 4 different types of bounties you can get. One is a high demand bounty, which is going to get you a lot more money, and the 3 others are just regularly priced and don't get you that much. And so comparing this to the Garment Factory, the high demand bounty is kind of like the priority file. It just gets you more money than usual, but instead of being able to do this once per week, you can actually do it once per day. So a lot of people would actually say the high demand bounty is more worth it to do than the priority file, just because you can do it 7 times a week and get a payout of about 130,000 more or less. You can do it more often, but it does pay a bit less than the priority file inside of the Garment Factory. Honestly, if I were you, I would just go in this business and do the high demand bounty once per day, because the other ones aren't really worth it, to be honest. The high demand bounty mission is a little longer than the regular ones, but it pays way more, as you can see, so definitely focus on the high demand one. Now the passive income safe works pretty interestingly. It's pretty different from inside of the Garment Factory. You actually have to manually do something to get the passive income. Technically it's only semi-passive, although it's really easy. When buying a bail office, you're gonna get 2 agents as an upgrade option, and basically if you get these 2 agents, they're gonna give you an opportunity to make more passive income than usual. They're gonna make you money every 48 minutes, which is one in-game day, and all you have to do is go up to each one of them and press right D-pad to send them on some work. I'm gonna do the same thing to this agent as well, and now he's gonna get out of here and come back in 48 minutes and get me some passive income, and then I could just go and collect the passive income in the safe once they're actually back. Each agent is gonna get you $5,000 to $10,000 when they come back, so meaning if you have the two agents, they're gonna get you anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 every 48 minutes, which is a pretty decent amount. It isn't insane, but it's definitely a nice bonus to go and collect every now and then. The one downside, or letdown I should say, is the garage of this place. There's only space for 2 personal vehicles on top of a bail enforcement van spot, so 3 vehicles in total in here. Kind of disappointing, but overall a really cool business, I have to say. Now let's move on to the next one. The next business is vehicle cargo inside of the CEO office. You go and source a vehicle, and you actually need a vehicle warehouse to do this before. Depending on how hard you want to go with it, you can buy a smaller warehouse or a bigger warehouse. For whatever reason, I really like the process of this thing. So sourcing a vehicle, let's go ahead and confirm this, and it's going to give us either a low range, medium range, or a top range vehicle. Top range vehicles do sell for the most, so we're hoping for a top range car. It's going to be inside of text messages, and we did actually get a top range vehicle. Let's go. So we did manage to get lucky this time. We have to go and get a Mamba, and here's actually a picture of what it looks like. At this point, we're just going to go outside and get the vehicle. It is going to mark it on the map for us. All right, cool. So we got the driver of the Mamba. Now we're going to steal this thing and deliver it to the vehicle warehouse. I really lit this thing up with a bunch of bullet holes, but let's go ahead and take it back. Let's take it into the yellow circle, and that is the Mamba delivered. Now we actually have to go and customize and then sell this vehicle to make some money off of it. Now we can go inside of this computer and go and sell this thing. So we're going to select it and then press on export. It's going to give you different sell options. The lower the price, the easier the delivery mission is, but you should definitely go for the most expensive one always. Let's go ahead and confirm this thing, and now it's going to give us some instructions to customize it. After we customized it, we did spend 20k, but we're going to be making more money than we actually spent on it. Well, we already crashed and we're getting lit up, and someone popped our tire. This is not good. Being without a tire is really challenging, so don't do the same mistake I did and actually put bulletproof tires on this thing beforehand. Well, there we go. It only took a couple minutes with a bunch of people crashing into us. We lost $8,000 from the total sell price. The profit is going to be, I think, about $70,000 or $80,000 after the damages and after the customization that we spent money on. Next business is a very popular one, the nightclub. So I only use this business for the passive income of it because it's hands down the best passive money maker in the entire game. You can get $50,000 every 48 minutes. It's pretty simple. All you have to do once getting a nightclub is do a few setup missions to get everything up and running, and then every now and then you can pass by this business, increase the popularity so you get the max amount of money, and collect however much it is. It does cap at 250k, and as long as you keep on playing the game, you're going to be generating 50k every 48 minutes. And to increase the popularity so you get the max amount of money, we're going to go in the basement into the computer and reassign some DJs. That's the main way of regaining some popularity inside of here. So let's go ahead and spend 10k on that, and that's going to get us max popularity, which is going to get us 50k. So we're going to get much more than we actually spent. In total, I've made over $18 million from the passive income, so it's actually really good. Every DJ you assign is going to get you half a bar of popularity, so just make sure you know how many bars you have left to fill up in the popularity. Unlike the bail office, the nightclub has a ton of garage space, so it could hold up to 31 cars total. You have a bunch of different levels, so it could hold 1 car in basement level 1 and then 10 cars each in level 2, 3, and 4. So a ton of garage space. That's yet another plus with this business. Let's move on to the next one. The Saka is another really fun business to mess around with, and arguably the best money maker in this entire game. A lot of people choose to save up $2.2 million and then just ongoingly complete the Cayo Perico heist over and over again, since it is considered the best heist in the entire game. The Saka itself is a really cool property. My favorite feature with it is definitely the missile launching station. It's a remote controlled missile, and you actually have 2 different stations, so you can actually just get a friend in and mess around and launch a bunch of missiles at the city. It's a little hard to maneuver with both the right and the left stick, but honestly, if you get the the hang of it, it's not too bad. And you can target really whatever you want, so I'm just gonna blow up some vehicles right there. I did just get the cops on me, so that is proof that we did blow up some vehicles with that missile. It doesn't have unlimited range, but it does have a really far range, so you can probably get to about here if you're sitting where I am with the Kosaka. There's also a fast traveling option, kind of like we saw inside of the basement garage of the garment factory. So if you sit down and press X or square on PlayStation, you can go to a bunch of different places around the map. Vespucci Beach is probably the most convenient location, I would say, though. And this is also the home of the Sparrow helicopter. That is the fastest helicopter in the game. It's extremely quick. You can call it in wherever you want on the map through the interaction menu, service vehicles, Kosaka, and then you can call it in anywhere and it spawns instantly right next to you. The last business I like to mess around with a lot is the agency. First off, it's one of the best money-making businesses in the game, and there's a lot to it. It's pretty much got its own weapon workshop, even though it's not a typical weapon workshop. You can get armor in here, ammo for Mark II weapons, so pretty much an ammunition store inside of your business, which is super convenient. You can customize your weapon loadout, so if you want to hide certain weapons and show others, you can. The payphone hits used to be a very good way of making money. You would go outside and then give Franklin a call and request a payphone hit. You can do security contracts, which are relatively quick missions. They take about more or less like 10 minutes to complete, and you can get anywhere from $30,000 to $70,000 with them. So inside of the computer, it's going to give you random types of security contracts to choose from. And of course, you have the VIP contract, which is the main heist of the agency. It gives you a set payout of $1 million, and it takes about an hour to an hour and a half to complete. Great money-making property with a lot to it. Looks very sleek as well, and it's not as expensive as some other businesses in the game, surprisingly. If you go up to the guy on the front desk, you can actually get just a free helicopter you can go out with, like the Super Voluto. The SUV service is a fast traveling option to a bunch of different places on the map. So let's say I want to go to LSIA, I would just click on this thing, and then it's going to give us a little animation of us going inside of a Jubilee, and after a little bit it's going to spawn us at the airport. Super neat feature right there. Let me know some of your favorite businesses in GTA Online, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new for more awesome videos like these that you do not want to miss. And if you like this video, chances are you're going to like the one on the screen right now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.